Hello, Miss Door. I've got some news for you. Hello? Hello? Anyone home? I wonder where she could be. Perhaps she's gone down the shops. I must go and tell her my news. Oh, well, there's no point in carrying these around, is it? I'll leave them here. Yeah, they should be safe enough. Oh.
All right, well, you could be right, Tiddler. Maybe it is getting a bit dirty, but the problem is how to clean it. Wells aren't the easiest things to clean, wells aren't.
No, it's simple enough to keep the walls down here clean, but it's hard to reach the bits up there.
Yeah.
Moss up, Tiddler! Come quick!
It's Filbert.
Someone help!
I wonder what she wants.
I don't know, Tiddler, that I don't. But what I say is this. She sounds as though she wants us urgently, so let's get up there. Now, Filbert, what's all this then? What's all this? What seems to be the problem?
There's a giant in the garden!
Say that again. I'm not sure I heard you right.
There's a giant in the garden!
I thought that's what you said.
Don't be silly, Filbert. There are no such things as giants.
But there are! There's one in the garden now! Look!
What? Wait. Filbert, I may not know everything there is to know about giants, but one thing I do know is this. They're big, giants are. That's a fact, that is. In fact, you could say that being big is a giant's speciality.
I know that, Moss up.
Well then, why can we not see him, Filbert? I mean, you would think if there was an enormous, great, big giant in the garden, he would be somehow eye-catching, so to speak. You would think we might just notice him. But so far as I can see, Filbert, this garden is completely giantless.
Over there. He's lying down. That's why you can't see him properly. But you can see his hair. Look.
Oh, yes. Look, it's all black and spiky. Ooh. With all that hair, he must have a really big head.
Hey up, Tiddler. I thought you said you didn't believe in giants.
Yes, I did, but seeing is believing. Oh, what are we going to do? He might eat us.
Nope, nonsense, Tiddler. He'd probably much prefer a nettle butty. Still, we can't take any chances. We'll have to get him out of the garden. I'm sure Marjorie wouldn't be too keen on a giant hanging around the place, making it look untidy.
But how will we get rid of him?
Oh, I shall overpower him and make him go, that's how.
Gosh, Mossop, you are brave. Do you think you can overpower him?
I certainly can, Tiddler. I'm stronger than what I look, I am. Besides, he won't be expecting me to leap at him. I shall take him by surprise. Quiet now. Of course, unless you'd like to do the overpowering, it would be good training for you, Tiddler.
No thank you, Mossop.
All right, Tiddler, but don't say I didn't offer. Right, come here, you. Come here. No, there's no good resistance. Filbert, would you like to come here and have a look at this giant of yours?
They're brushes.
That's right, Filbert. That's what they are indeed. Brushes and sticks.
Well, they looked like spiky black hair.
Yeah, well, I can see how the mix-up occurred.
I've never seen brushes like those before, Mossop. What sort are they?
What? Don't you know what sort these are, Tiddler?
No.
Well, it's quite obvious. They're not toothbrushes.
No, I didn't think they were, Mossop.
And they're not clothes brushes. No, they're too big to be clothes brushes. Hang on.
What are you doing, Mossop?
There you go. What's this then? Hey, look at this. Hey. Look, you can make it as long as you like by adding these here sticks to it. Yeah. It's for brushing something high up. Something big. Something... I know what they are. They're well brushes.
Well brushes?
Yeah, that's it, Tiddler. That's what they are, all right. Well brushes. Brushes for cleaning up wells. And since we've got a well that needs cleaning, they'll do very nicely. Come on, I'll show you how they work. Bye-bye, Filbert. See you later. And keep an eye open for giants, eh?
Well, I thought it was a giant.
So, you got the job, Mr. Grimley. Well, I'm really pleased for you. Well done.
Well, thank you very much, Miss Dorr. But I don't think I'd have got the job without you. When you smartened me up for that interview, that was a great help.
Well, we all did our bit, but you got the job. And now, you're a chimney sweep.
Yes. Well, at least I will be next week, because that's when I really start work. But I've got my brushes all ready. Would you like to see them?
Well, yes, Mr. Grimley, I would. Where are they?
They just,
Mr. Grimley, what's the matter?
But my brushes, they've gone. I left them here, I know I did. Someone's stolen them.
Oh, well, surely not. I mean, nobody comes in the garden except you and me and the Riddlers. Look, Mr. Grimley, look over there.
I might have known. Mossop, I know you're down there. Give me those
Oh.
Mossop, can you hear me? I said I want those brushes back. They're mine.
Mossop!
What did you say, Mr. Grimley?
I said give me my brushes back.
What? These well brushes? Are they yours, Mr. Grimley? Oh, I'm sorry. We wouldn't have taken them if we'd known they belonged to anybody, would you, Tiddler?
But they're not well brushes. They're chimney sweep's brushes. I'm a chimney sweep now.
Oh, you got the job. Congratulations, Mr. Grimley.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, well done. Chimney sweep's brushes, eh? Yeah, they did a good job of cleaning out our well.
Well, yes, I suppose they would. And I see you managed to get them all together properly.
Oh, yes, Mr. Grimley. Oh, yes. Worked it out, I did. No problem for a riddler as clever as what I am, putting together a chimney sweep's brush.
You see, Miss Dorr, the way they work is as you push the brush up the chimney, you keep adding extra rods to the bottom. And when the brush pops out the top, well, your chimney's clean.
How fascinating.
I'll tell you what, I'll clean your chimney, then you'll see how they work.
Well, no, I don't think so, Mr. Grimley. I mean, it might make a bit of a mess.
No, it won't.
Oh, I'll give you a hand. I'll give you a hand, Mr. Grimley. Sounds like a load of fun to me. What?
Mr. Grimley, Mossop?
I think they're sure to make a mess, Marjorie. I don't think it's a very good idea, really.
Neither do I. Come on.
Oh, you are expert, Mr. Grimley. You really know your stuff. Lovely.
Oh, cleaning chimneys is the job for me. A chimney sweep is all I ever want to be. Take a brush,
Give a push.
see the soot come
Falling in a rush. Oh,
Cleaning chimneys is the job for me. A chimney sweep is all I ever want to be. Oh, cleaning chimneys is the job I love. See the brush rise high above. Is it stuck?
what bad luck.
Tug it free and
Down comes all the muck.
Oh, cleaning chimneys is the job for me. A chimney sweep is all I ever want to be. Oh, cleaning chimneys is the job for me. A chimney sweep is all I ever want to
Hey, up.
be.
Right, what do you got? Well,
Now, just a minute, you two. I don't like the sound of this. Soot falling in a rush and down comes the muck. My room's going to be in a terrible state.
It'll be all right, trust me.
No, I'm sorry, because if any soot got on these drawings, they'd be ruined. No, Mr. Grimley, I don't want my chimney sweeping right now. Sorry.
Oh, well,
Well, if you really must sweep a chimney, why don't you sweep your own chimney?
All right, we shall. And you'll have second thoughts, Marjorie, when you see what a neat, clean job we make of Mr. Grimley's chimney. Mr. Grimney's chimney. You know what I mean. Anyway, we'll make a marvellous job. Come, Mr. Grimley. Oh, careful, Mike. Sorry, I beg your pardon. I'm coming.
I think they were a bit disappointed.
Well, you were right to send them away, Marjorie. They might have ruined these lovely paintings.
Do you like them? They're for a story I did about something that kept going missing in the garden.
What? The chimney sweep's brushes? You and Mr. Grimley thought they'd gone missing, didn't you? But Mossop and I had them all the time.
Well, this isn't about the brushes. This is about some beans that kept disappearing from Mossop's little patch of garden. Would you like to hear it?
Yes, please.
All riddlers like to grow things. They find a little part of the garden that is tucked away behind a shed or down by a hedge, and they dig the earth with their spades, pull up the weeds, and plant their seeds. In his garden, Mossop grew sunflowers, sweet peas, and beans. One day, when Mossop came into his garden, he saw 4 bean pods lying empty in the grass. "Someone is eating my beans," he cried. Just then, Posty came through the gap in the hedge. "Someone is eating my beans," said Mossop. "Put up a sign," said Posty. So Mossop put up a sign that said, "Don't eat my beans." But the next day, someone had eaten more beans, and 5 bean pods lay empty in the grass. So Mossop made another sign and stuck it onto Posty's spikes. Posty went on his rounds, but the next day, 6 bean pods lay empty in the grass. Mossop went to see Harvest Mouse. "Are you eating my beans?" he asked. "No," said Harvest Mouse. "I eat ears of wheat and ears of corn." Mossop went to see Filbert. "Are you eating my beans?" he asked. "No," said Filbert. "I eat nuts." Mossop went to see Frog. "Are you eating my beans?" he asked. "Nope," said Frog, and he hopped off to have a swim. Then Mossop went to see the family of voles, who were about to set off for a day on the riverbank. "Are you eating my beans?" asked Mossop. "No," said the voles, as they disappeared into the wood. So Mossop sat in his garden all day to see who was eating the beans. But no one came. Then Mossop had an idea. "It must be Mr. Grimley," he cried, and he marched down the path to tell him to stop. Everyone went with him. Tiddler, Posty, Harvest Mouse, Frog, Filbert, and the Vole family. "Stop eating the beans!" they all shouted. But when they reached Mr. Grimley's garden, they found that he was growing lots of beans of his own. So they went back down the path. Who is eating the beans? They all wondered. As they drew near to Mossop's garden, they heard a munching sound, and then they saw a pair of long brown ears peeping above the grass. Someone was eating the beans. And then they saw the rabbit. "Jolly good beans," said the rabbit.
So the rabbit had been taking them all the time.
That's right. Now, shall we go and peep through Mr. Grimley's window and see how those 2 chimney sweeps are getting on?
Oh, yes. What a good idea. Do you
Come on,
really
then.
think they'll be able to sweep the chimney without getting soot everywhere?
I doubt it, but we'll see. Come on.
Look, Marjorie.
I wonder what they're doing over there. Surely they can't have finished sweeping the chimney by now. Cooey, you two!
Oh, hello, Miss Daw. Fancy bumping into you out here.
I thought you were meant to be sweeping the chimney.
Oh, yes, well,
Why are you both hiding your faces?
hiding our faces? Us? Well, what on earth makes you think we're doing that?
No.
No. The reason why we're not turning your faces towards you is because we're looking down the well.
That's right.
That's right.
We're keeping an eye on the bucket.
Bucket?
Yes.
Turn around.
We don't have to, Marjorie.
Turn around. Look at them.
Marjorie.